We are now at the third day, the crucial day of the 138 Battle of the Blues. I have with me a gentleman who needs no introduction, Santhush Weeraman. Welcome, Aya.
Hello, thank you very much.
So, moving right into the questions, how has this year's big match experience been so far for you?
Well, I think just like the previous years, things are going well. But I think the only good thing is you could see the Royalists and Thomians keeping their spirits together and keeping the traditions alive. And they seem to be taking things forward in a very, very positive way. And it's very encouraging. It's very encouraging to see the brotherhood, getting stronger and stronger.
And Aya, going back down the memory lane, what has been your favorite big match moment?
Very frank, I don't think I could tell you like a particular single moment. Right? It's all about sharing brotherhood, and every big match I could tell you there have been like so many incidents, starting from childhood, from day one. Let's say when I was in year 2, year 3, I can remember the day before the big match. As small buttas, we are taken around the school with the royal flag. So that was like my first memory, right? Even to think that, okay, can we walk alone outside the school premises, like all together? Now all of us have grown up, and we are still sticking together. And big match brings out some awesome spirit. Suddenly, you feel like this is the best spirit of life, right? And one thing I really, really, treasure and would like to share is at Royal Thomian, right? What we share is the spirit of the Royalists and the Thomians together, right? So together we have more power, and I think the spirit we share together is much more than a single particular school saying as a Royalist or a Thomian. So the bond we share, the spirit we share is way more than I think anyone.
Okay, now you mentioned your childhood, Aya, and how has that evolution been from being back in the boys' stand and cheering the crowd to now being a committee member in the joint Royal Thomian committee? How has that journey been for you?
It's been a nice experience actually joining the committee. Something I would like to state here is for years and years we've been coming for the Royto, right? And I frankly thought, okay, Royal Thomian is there, people come to enjoy, and of course we share the brotherhood, the spirit, everything what we stand for as schools. But then you realize this committee does a lot of work, right? I think, say, the gentleman who's around, walking around trying to keep the discipline and the security and all those things together, they do a lot of work. So then I realized, oh my God, behind this match, there are a lot of people sacrificing their 3 days of enjoyment to keep thousands of people, to make them happy. So I'm actually, on behalf of the committee, I would like to say, I think we really, there are a couple of people, right, especially the match arrangements and the security, they toil a lot to keep this alive for us. And if you take my journey and experience, the bond I have towards Royal and the brotherhood I share with St. Thomas's, this spirit, we have, I think it has got stronger and stronger, especially after joining the committee. This is something that I'd like to share. Long years ago, when H.L. Reid, when he wrote a college song, he could have easily written saying, learn of books and learn of men and learn to win the game. But he didn't. He said, learn of books and learn of men and learn to play the game. Learning to play the game and learning to win the game are totally different things. So day by day, the more you associate with college work, especially after you leave college, the spirit, what life, after learning everything from college, but then later on, once you associate the Thomians and the Royalists, and then when you get exposed to what life is all about, then you understand learning to play the game, and having learned that in college, makes you a stronger person. And I think that is the greatest gift both schools offer, right? And as a royalist, something that I like to share with my fellow young royalists is always learn to play the game more than trying to win the game.
I think those are some really inspirational words that both young and old royalists and Thomians could take to heart. So finally, Aya, it's the last day of this 3-day encounter, the deciding day. Is there anything you would like to say to the captains and the two teams?
Well, I think both parties should play a bit more aggressively. Right now, I think the rain is coming in, and I think both teams are being cautious. But of course, let's see what's going to happen. I think both teams are giving their best to seek some kind of result positively on their side. So I think one more thing, you could see if there's any fights or anything like that. I think during the recent past at the Roito, there's hardly anything, right? So the atmosphere is really great. So let's see for a positive result. Of course, I would always favor the Royalists. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Aya.